Hello guys, this is the video, a demonstration video of the task 3.3D, in which I will explain you the system, the hardware setup, what is MQTT, and how the system works as a whole, and everything. So first of all, let's talk about the hardware system. In this, the hardware setup is like this, in which we have connected the Arduino Nano 33 IoT and the ultrasonic HC SR04 module and a light bulb and a resistor and a couple of wire connections which you can see on the screen. So let me also tell you the GND and 5-volt pins are connected to the VCC and GND pins of the ultrasonic sensor respectively, but by making connections through breadboard from positive to negative, as you can also see. I can show you on the camera like this. And we have connected a bulb through a resistor to the to our D3 pin, and our trigger and echo pins are connected to D9 and D10 respectively. So the hardware is not very complex, if I would say. It's very simple. So now let's talk about the aim of the task. The aim of the task is like we have to create a connection of a, we have to create a connection of this whole system via MQTT, and we will just make an MQTT connection, and our ultrasonic sensor will detect two gestures, which is one of waving and another one is of patting, just like this. So it will just create two. It will just sense two gesture and it will connect through the MQTT broker. And once the connection is established, the LED will blink accordingly. On waving, it will blink in a certain pattern, and on patting, it will blink on a certain pattern. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what's MQTT. Uh, Before showing the system, I want to explain the MQTT in some depth. So MQTT stands for Message Querying Telemetry Transport. It's a very lightweight messaging protocol which runs on the top of TCP/IP. These are some terms which will be explained later. But if I will tell you what's MQTT, it was designed on a low bandwidth and unreliable networks and constrained devices, which makes it ideal for IoT as in a as it's very lightweight and it's very generally good for using, as it uses limited memory and power. So how does MQTT work? It just works on a publish model or subscribe model. Unlike traditional HTTP request as I or serial communication, which I have told you in the task also, which I have given in the task file also. So as soon as something is happened, the subscribe as the into a particular event or a particular channel that we have subscribed, like in this channel, like in this task, we have to subscribe to a SIT 210 wave channel, which will just as soon as the event will happen, the subscriber or the if we have subscribed, we will just immediately get to know of the action what has been done. So in and we use the EMQX broker. As you can see, we have connected to EMQX connected to EMQS broker, and broker is broker.emqx.io, and port that we are using in 1883, which we have to specify in our code. So let's talk about how the task generally works. So let's go to our Arduino IDE and just run this code, and it will just establish, it will upload the code. So it is running, you can see it has connected to Wi-Fi and MQTT is connected, you can see. I will also explain the code in further few minutes. So MQTT is connected as the connection has established. Now let's check how the system works. See, it has just detected that I have waved to the air again, you can see. As soon as it is detecting, like I have not touched here, you can see on the camera I have not touched here. So as soon as I will do, another user, see, you can see, also see that another user is known as Pranav is also, he has subscribed to this model and doing the same task. So it, the one benefit of this public broker is that, and if another person is also using, or if using the same channel, we will get to know on the serial monitor. Like you can see that Pranav is also doing, this task side by side on our public broker. So and his message is also getting received. So let's do it again. I just give it a quick pat, so you can see that it has received a pat from me. And I just, wait, no, let me just wait. So you can see it is just receiving the signal and blinking the LED accordingly. You can see, we are getting that I have got pat. Now I just waved on the camera, you can see the, I have it got the wave notification that Kartik Sharma waved, wave Kartik Sharma, you can see. Again, let's do it once more. You can see that wave, and just do it a pat. So just a bat, you can see finally. So you can see how the system is working, and it is correctly working, which is the task requirement. But now also let me explain you the code, like how the code is working. We will I'll just not I'll not explain it line by line, but I'll just rather explain in a different segments, or just tell you from in a very brief way. You see, you can see a wave, I just waved on the camera, so it's saying a wave. See, again, let's do it. So you can see a wave by Kartik Sharma, and I just patted, so it received a pat from Kartik Sharma. You can see, and just another user Pranav is also doing, as I told you. So now let's just discuss about the code. The and first of all, we have defined use the libraries. We have used Wi-Fi India and PubSub client, which are used for connecting to our online to the MQTT. These are the libraries. Like Wi-Fi India works on the Wi-Fi system. Like I have connected to my Kartik Wi-Fi. You can see. So it is just Kartik. I have given the password. These are the credentials that which are required in order to connect that. I have all that in the task. It was specified SID 210 wave. The topic is there, and the port is 1883, and it will, and my name is Kartik Sharma, and the broker is here. So this is the code in order to specify the credentials, and these are the pins that I have connected: 910 pin, 9 and 10 pin for trigger and echo respectively, and LED is connected to pin 3 on Arduino. I can now show you. So it is working accordingly. So this is a wave blink code, you can see, and this is the code for if I pat to it, the LED will blink in a certain pattern, as I specified in this code, in what pattern it will just run. It will just if I waved, it will blink 3 times, and if I patted, it will blink 2 times. Okay. As you can already see in that I've already shown you the working. I can show you again. See, a wave. I just gave a wave, so it just blinked 3 times. A bat, then for 2 times. Okay, I've shown you. So this is for connecting to MQTT. Uh, it will just send me a message like I have shown you. This is the message. This is for the message. Like you can see, if it connects to MQTT, and if it receives the signal that MQTT has connected, it will give me or display these messages on the serial monitor, that if it has connected. And if the client, and this is the code for connecting to MQTT, this is the code that, and I call back the function that whether it has connected and what signal it has received, and it will print whether I waved or patted and blinked LED accordingly. Wave, blink, and pat blink, the function that I have defined earlier. And this is for connecting the MQTT, and it will subscribe the topic, line will subscribe the topic, this topic that I've given here. And you can see here all the credentials are working in this way. And this is the setup pin mode for trigger pin, and it will just call the pins which are required, and it will just give me a call whether Wi-Fi has connected or not, and it will just set or connect to the finally to the server. to the broker MQTT port, and it will call the MQTT callback function also, which I have defined here. So this will just run in the setup, and in the loop this whole thing will run. Like again I have to do this thing, so it will just run in a loop. It will not just end. Our ultrasonic will get the distance from here. It will just get distance from here. I have also given the get distance code. It will connect get the distance in a, the ultrasonic will get the distance through these lines of the code as specified here. So it will call this function get distance, and it will set the bool for near. If my hand is near or not, it is just primarily set to false. But if it runs, and if it is near to me within the radar, within the distance of 15, so if 15 millimeter or centimeter, I don't know, I have defined, then it will just set the near condition for true. And if it is greater than it, and if it, you can see the for the wave and pat, if it is greater than equal to, and if it is held at 1500, I have just given that it will be a wave. And if it, this is thus basically this is the code for to sense whether it is a wave and a pat, and just our code runs like this as a whole. You can see here, so it's just like this. So this is a whole working of the task. I have told you the how it works, what is MQTT, and everything which is required. And also one more thing, why MQTT is great for IoT and why in this task we have used, because it's lightweight, it's efficient, it's very scalable, and brokers like EMQX can handle millions of connections in a cluster. And it's also flexible. It supports very reliable levels of, and also supports offline messaging, and can be used in plenty of projects just like this. So this is a way MQTT is used, and how the whole system is just working. So thank you. I hope you like my video, and I've explained properly